Hey, I completely forgot to do this in the first video this morning, but I'm gonna do it now. Okay, I got this text from my brother. He's 8 years older than me, older, wiser, and a lot funnier. And this is what he texted me. He said, Maureen Dowd, a very liberal New York Times columnist, turns the column over to her conservative brother once a year so that he can express his very different point of view. Maybe once a year you could let me do a well, good morning video about how I make and have made coffee, which is very different from how you do yours. Just a thought. Okay, I am hoping that because I'm putting this on Facebook, that this is going to pressure him into really following through. So, okay, he said, I'm not going to rush into the coffee video. I'm taking my time thinking about what I want to show and tell. Something about different methods of making coffee, starting with the old sock pour-through method, which can easily be adapted to the number of people you're making coffee for. One of those ankle socks, if it's just yourself, up to one leg of an old pair of pantyhose if you have to make coffee for the entire PTA. I'll go on from there. And in parentheses, he has the sock method has the additional advantage of if you start with the sock inside out, you can reverse it when you're done, turn it right side out, rinse it off, and it's ready to wear. Best to use a recently washed sock rather than the one you wore yesterday for the 5K run. Close parentheses. That's as far as I've gotten so far, but I'm still thinking. Then he says, I might move on to the percolator method if I can still find one to show. How many people remember percolators? I do. I'll have some coffee that I made with it and some other coffee that I'll claim is something that I scooped up from a puddle in my driveway. I'll taste them both and say that, really, I can't tell the difference. So much for the percolator method. And let's see, later on he says, I'll mention that the percolator is the reason that tea became so popular in the US. And then one last one, he says, then I'll move on to the French press coffee method, not to be confused with the wrestling maneuver popular among French wrestlers in the 1940s. I'll have some French press coffee. I'll taste it, swish it around in my mouth, and say that it has excellent complexity and buttery mouthfeel with hints of citrus, pineapple, and berries. French press coffee is an excellent accompaniment to seafood or poultry. So that's my brother, and we'll see if he actually comes through with making a coffee video one of these days. I would love to see that. Okay, just wanted to bring you up to date on what's going on. Have a good day.